everyone, I'm Steffi D.
And I'm Lisa H.
And welcome to Check-In From Away.
This week we are checking in with Emily and Jim Walton, who are starring in the Apple TV Plus film version of Come From Away.
Thanks for joining us. Hey Lisa, guess what?
What?
We got some pretty exciting news a couple of weeks ago. It looks like Come From Away Toronto will be back on the Royal Alexandra stage on December 7th.
Feels unreal. The news is huge. And to get us into the mood, there is a film version of Come From Away that will be premiering on Apple TV Plus September 10th.
And Lisa, today we are speaking to uncle and niece duo, Emily Walton and Jim Walton. We're going to talk about their experience filming the show.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to chat with them, share the memories. Let's jump right in.
Let's do it.
On the northeast tip of North America is a town called Gander.
September 11th, 2001.
Over 200 planes getting diverted.
Even with all the hotels in town, we've got no room.
With thousands of passengers arriving at any minute, the town is asking for help with, well, anything you can do.
We barely know where we are.
Just freaking out. I wish I was home.
Thank you for shopping at Walmart. Would you like to come back to my house for a shower? Hello? Yes, it's me.
Dad, I'm okay.
We honor what was lost, but we also commemorate what we found.
Hi, I'm Emily Walton. I played Janice on the North American tour of Come From Away, and I currently, or am about to be, in the Broadway company of Come From Away, playing Janice and others. And I'm also in the Apple TV Plus version that's coming out in like a week and a half. So that's really cool.
You and I, we go way back. Just Janice and Others, Toronto, Canada, and Janice and Others tour, Broadway, Apple TV Plus. We go way back. I actually saw you perform in Come From Away in Ottawa, Ontario, which is my hometown.
Yeah.
Like way back, like a couple of years ago. I can't remember when it was.
2 years ago. I think maybe like exactly 2 years ago. Yeah.
Exactly 2 years ago. We had a cup of tea before the show. We had a couple of drinks together after the show. You were brilliant. We got to hang out. We made some really funny Instagram stories together.
We sure did.
Welcome to the Janice off. I'm gonna do a line from Toronto Janice, and then Emily from the tour Janice is gonna do it. Okay,
Here we go.
Well, hello there, checking in from away. I am Jim Walton. I play Nick, Doug, and others in Come From Away, the Broadway company, and also a part of the upcoming live capture version. And I'm thrilled to be with you.
We got to tell our viewers that you actually interpreted one of Ron Jacobson's songs called Poetry Feet. We have to play a clip. You were brilliant in it.
The groove dropped down and he jumped right on it, and every move became a sonnet.
And what a great dancer you are.
Well, thank you. I don't think I danced in Poetry Feet, did I?
You had
No.
like a little tap. You were like tapping a little.
I did? I don't remember that. Yes, seems like 10 years ago, although it was only 1 year ago. You know, pandemic time. We all became dogs. It's been 7 years.
Exactly. Speaking of 7 years, or maybe a few more than that, you actually have spent some time at the Royal Alex, where Steffi and I are performing Come From Away Toronto. Want to tell us a little bit about what you were doing in Toronto?
Yes, I had the good fortune of playing Bobby Child and Come From Away. I do that a lot. They both start with CF words. Come From, Crazy For. It was called Crazy For You at the Royal Alex in 1994.
Wow.
And yeah, with the Mirvish organization, of course, it was a great time. I was there for a year, then I came home for a year, then I went back for the last 3 months. So I did it for about 15 months there, and just I have the greatest memories of Toronto, and still have friends that including Ron Jacobson and friends there. So I just have the greatest love for you all and your country and Toronto. And
Hi, my name is Emily Walton, and I'm playing Janice on the North American tour of Come From Away.
Hey, you!
Uncle Jim!
Emily!
Hey! Welcome to the family.
What? Family? What do you mean? You just called me Uncle Jim.
Uncle Jim, I don't mean that family, I mean the Come From Away family.
Oh, the Come From Away family.
Yeah.
Yes, luckily for me, I'll be going into the Broadway production on November 13th in the role of Nick.
Yes, you will.
And so you'll see me here.
And you will see me here. We're very lucky, the Waltons.
Oh, very lucky, except
Not get to do the show together.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, who do we talk to about that? I remember when I heard that Alex Fink, who played Janice on Broadway, was leaving, and I knew my uncle was in the production, and I knew that I was leaving tour. I was like, is there a way that this could work out for us? But it felt like such a pipe dream. It didn't feel realistic. And yeah, when we found out it was actually happening, it was like, I think both of us, our whole family was just giddy about it. Like it's the fact that two people out of a 12-person cast are related is just that we ended up in a show together, in a show on Broadway, in a show that is such a small cast, that's such an ensemble show. It's really kind of surreal. And the added thing, which I like to mention, is that he and I spent a few hours of the day on 9/11 together in the city. I was in high school. He lives in Midtown Manhattan, and we kind of linked up at one point on that day. So the fact that there's this added thing of like, we're doing the show and we're up there on the stage, recalling this, singing about, these events, and he and I had a shared experience. So it's just, it's like a lot of layers of profound,
It's a long story. She auditioned for the tour and booked it and was rehearsing it around the time I auditioned to replace Canadian Lee McDougall in the Broadway version company. And then when I booked it, I thought, well, this is weird. I'm doing the show with her, like at the very same moment, maybe, but she's maybe in Seattle or Chicago or LA, and I'm in New York doing it. So it was a weird thrill to know that. And then when our Janice and others left and they brought Emily in, I thought, well, this is insane. We're going to be on a Broadway stage together. She's going to say, would you like to come to my house and take a shower to me? This isn't right, but it's so right. And then when she went on, I mean, she's so good. I watched, and the whole show was fraught with emotion. And so a few times I realized, oh, I'm weeping. That's okay, whatever. So it was just a thrill. She's so good, as I'm sure you are, Steffi. It's just, the show is so awesome. It's hard not to be good, but she's so wonderful in it.
There are so many favorite memories. This is one that I thought about the other day, is just the first time performing the show when we were on tour on September 11th. So it was September 11th, 2019. And I think we might've been in Michigan, East Lansing, Michigan, just doing my first time performing the show on that day for, an audience. There was just such an energy. There was just such like a palpable feeling I could feel us all at various points throughout the show thinking about the fact that this was an anniversary of these events. And I don't know, that just felt very like electric. And also my first performance on Broadway with my uncle, like that was just an insane night and like hard to wrap my head around. Here's a memory. It doesn't have to do with performing the show live necessarily, but getting back together to film the live capture. That was like being in the room together for the first time in over a year, singing through the score, weeping through singing the score. Like that experience, those 3 weeks were packed with a lot of big memories, big experiences and feelings,
It would really have to be opening night, making it to the curtain call. And it all just added up that, okay, I did it. I made it. And I know I started weeping again, crying through bows, which happened many times, as you probably know, as you both probably know. Sometimes the emotion of the piece just can really catch you off guard. I think I liked those moments where the emotion would just kind of catch me and I would go, oh, wow. And it would happen and stop the world once in a while. I would think, okay, you're not supposed to cry through this, so just chill out, man. But opening night, making it to bows, and then walking outside to the stage door line, and the people, as you, I'll probably say it 100 times, as you both know, the response from the people, it's so palpable, and they want to hug you, shake your hand, have you sign something, and they want to tell you their story. And to me, that's really it. It's meeting the people afterwards. It's such a thrill.
On tour, Harder, who plays Oz. Something there was a mishap with the fish being set off stage before the show. All I know is when we're supposed to turn up and look at him and then they brought the cod, and he's got the fish and he's doing all that, and we're looking up. I look up stage and he's just no fish, and he's just a big man standing on a chair going like this. And we were like, what's happening? And then he he's supposed to sneak up behind Kevin J and scare him with the fish, but he just kind of got really close to him, almost like he was gonna kiss him. I don't know. It was so and I'm so unprofessional. I was just laughing. I wasn't even trying to help fill in the gaps. I was just like, because then I thought eventually the fish got on stage, thank God. But it made me laugh imagining that there was just this guy in town who everyone let pretend he was a fish. And that was what the process was just, here he goes. Just go with it. He's going to pretend he's a fish. We're humoring him. So there was one night on tour too, where my tongs for hot towel were not in the little pocket. For whatever reason, that had never happened before, but I reached in and there were no tongs, and I was like, and I just did this with my fingers, made them tongs. And as I walked past Kevin Carolyn, who plays the mayor on tour, I walked past him, and I'm not even supposed to interact with him, but he just saw me doing this and he went under his breath, what the on stage in front. I'm like, dude, now I'm laughing. I'm trying to make this work here. And he just, it really, because also,
that's nice.
It's not.
That happened a couple times to me too, where I didn't have the tongs, but I just I guess pretend, just took them with my hands, I guess. But this would have been better.
No, it wouldn't have. Look at this. That looks like you're dancing on your, when people dance with their fingers.
Actually, it was my first night again. I was really, really nervous, right? And I'm usually not that nervous a performer, but as I've gotten older, I've gotten more nervous.
Yeah.
And as you know, there are a lot of props, chairs, moves. You got to hit your mark, your light. It's an extraordinarily technical show. And I had the flashlight before, when we all start speaking, Madame and Monsieur, where we all talk to where all the captains or whatever of the pilots talking to people or the flight. But I realized, I think I had put it in the wrong pocket, or it was upside down and in my pocket. And I knew this while I'm for the first time going, there's only supposed to be 2 air traffic controllers on, but instead there's 14. My kind of big paragraph as Doug, really. And I just kind of stammered through that the first night. And I got it out, but it was like, what? What did he say?
We've all had those moments on stage, especially in Come From Away, because it is deceivingly simple kind of show. Deceivingly simple.
Yes, it looks simple. It looks fluid, liquid, effortless, but it's not. To learning it's hard show to learn.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say easy to do, but compared to learning it, doing it is a breeze. Once you know it,
Yeah.
I learned the other day that it's going to be streamable in 100 countries. which just, I didn't even know, I didn't have that number in my mind. And that is, I can't really wrap my head around that. So, but the process of filming it, of preparing, of rehearsing for the live capture was really intense, as I mentioned, really fun. Initially, like I knew the lines and the things were still like vaguely in my body and my brain, but it took a minute. Especially Steffi, you understand this, like the timestamps. I was like, I don't know, like they're always 3:47. How am I going to remember 3:47? So I would just, in rehearsal, I would just like come forward and just kind of stand there, and someone would throw me a line and be like 3:47. Obviously, that's the one I've retained, 3:47.
Yeah, clearly.
I think it's because my phone number starts with 347. I'm just gonna. Yeah, do you guys want my whole number? Should we put that out?
Yeah, definitely say it. We'll include it so people.
Social Security. Great. But it was so crazy to be back in this room with people, and I had never gotten to rehearse with so many of the original cast members with this company. So for me, it was exciting to kind of keep finding my place among them, and there's just the most welcoming, as I'm sure as I'm sure all of these companies are, because that's just the kind of people Come From Away keeps in their company. But then getting onto the stage, you're like, okay, I'm in the costume, I'm feeling ready, I feel the show in me, and then you walk out onto the stage and there are all these huge cameras and you're like, what is this? What is this? There was a crane, there was like, and it's like moving around. That's so many I'm sure you saw in the trailer, like so many of these shots look incredible. And that's literally because the camera was like swirling around us. So that was really daunting at first. But then I think we quickly Chris Ashley was so good at reminding us of the show and what our job was, as these storytellers. And I think we quickly just adjusted to them being there and just kept looking at each other and checking in with each other. And I'm just so excited that we get the world gets to see the finished product. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. We did it and it was so fast and furious. And then it's been a few months and now it's like, oh my God, we get to see it. We get to see what it looks like. I'm really excited.
The whole job was 22 days. So we rehearsed then, technically that would mean 17 days. Because we shot for the last 5 days.
Right.
So 2.5 weeks, really 2 weeks if you discount the days off and the first day of quarantine. Of course, we were in a bubble in a hotel.
Yes.
So it started, you checked in, they took your luggage up to your room and you went directly to get tested. Then you go directly to your room and you don't come out for 24 hours at least. Like you don't even go get ice.
Wow.
Right.
Although we were all vaccinated. I was vaccinated, but again, it's protocols and we're going to honor them. So we rehearsed about 17 days, long story short. It was very unique. It was, of course, at the Schoenfeld Theater where I had done the show over 500 times. And so I knew the turf, but they'd taken out seemingly half of the orchestra seats and put huge cameras, there were 10 cameras, some spread throughout, maybe on the sides. And so we certainly knew the cameras were there. And it was a little nerve-wracking to have a year and 2 months off and then come back to it for camera. And I haven't done a lot of television and film. So I wanted to be calmer and not amplify my performance as much, but I didn't want to lose the heart of it, the real, the guts of it. You can't let that go. Baby with the bathwater, you can't let it go. So that was always on my mind. But after a while, and we only had one audience, one day we had an audience. They were there the whole day though. They saw a run through. They saw a full performance and then there was a dinner break and then they came back and we did bits and pieces and they were there for that. That was thrilling. But also, again, I went back to being nervous. It's just like I had to calm my the totally irrational fears, like just very negative, self-judgmental. What the heck am I doing? I don't deserve this. I can't act, sing, or dance. It's all been luck, all of that. And I go, Jim, Stop it. This is not called for.
Would you rather drink a whole bottle of Screech in an hour or have to perform Heave Away for 5 consecutive hours?
Heave Away for 5 consecutive hours.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Yes, I don't want to drink a full bottle of Screech.
Would you rather kiss the cod every night for a week or eat bologna sandwiches every meal for a week?
Oh, I'd rather kiss the cod every night for a week.
Okay, interesting choice. I like it.
I don't eat much processed food, so that's it.
Would you rather be stuck on a plane for 28 hours or be stuck in Gander for 7 days with no internet, phone, TV, anything?
Gander. I would rather be stuck in Gander. Sometimes I think about the fact that they were on those planes for over a day and I can't fathom it. And now that I know some of the people in Gander, I'd be like, can I just crash on your couch?
Would you rather go on a double date with Bev and Tom or Kevin T and Kevin J?
Ooh. Now, a double date, meaning I'd have a date?
Yeah, you'd have Diane, right?
Diane.
Oh, it'd be me and Diane.
Yeah.
Sharon Wheatley.
Yeah.
Or Diane.
Yeah, Nick and Diane going on a double date with either Bev and Tom or Kevin J and Kevin T.
Wow. I think I'd say the Kevins. Because I haven't met them both.
Would you rather have to wear the blouse, the Rogers TV blouse and the jeans, the flared jeans for the rest of your life? Or have to eat fish and cheese for the rest of your life?
Every day for the rest of your life?
Every single day, every meal.
And I have to wear the outfit wherever I go?
Even when you're
Wait, every meal? Steffi, every meal of every day? Okay, then the outfit. I have to wear the outfit. I mean, come on.
But was it a tough choice?
Yes.
Would you rather sing Stop the World perfectly for the rest of your life, but that's the only song that you can sing, or sing 100 songs, but sing them off key?
Oh, I'd rather sing 100 songs off key.
Love that.
I love that answer.
I'm always going to have an off-key moment in every song I sing. There's no such thing as perfect pitch. There's no such thing.
I miss theater because I miss sharing energy and air with an audience and castmates for an hour and a half every night. I miss the shared experience so much. There's just no replacing that. There's nothing else like it. So yeah, I'm really excited to have an audience. I'm also excited to be an audience member again. I can't wait to do that. For the same reason I just said, for the shared experience.
It's a long answer, but I'll try to shorten it. It's what I gave my life to do. It's my church, and the strangers are my brothers and sisters. This sounds so corny, but that's what fuels me. It's these people that I don't know who have come to join me in loving something that I love. And it's the connecting with other human beings. That's what I miss.
Thanks for joining us on this week's episode of Check-In From Away.
Welcome back to The Rock. Cheers.